What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel, and today we're going to be unboxing the Mattel Elite Survivor Series collection to build 1997 Rick Rude, and it is brought to you by my new book, The Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist, available now on Amazon.com. It features a foreword by Matt Cardona, photography by the AEW Jazzwares photographer Matthew Goldberg, over 500 plus pages, 2,500 pictures, full color and black and white available, hardcover and paperback as well. Pick it up now and go to whatheel.com to join Whatnot to get cheap figures. And if you join going to whatheel.com, you will get $15 off your first purchase. It is a win-win. Why aren't you doing it already? So, we're going to get into this. We picked these up from Ringside Collectibles. Use code FIGHEEL to save 10%. It has Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles, Becky Lynch, and of course the Ultimate Warrior. And in the end, you build a 1997 Rick Rude. And first, we are going to unbox AJ Styles right here in the red. Just another AJ Styles, in my opinion. There he is on the front. You can see the builder Rick Rude. Now, obviously, the Rick Rude is from Survivor Series 97, the Montreal Screwjob. And it says, for AJ Styles, Gainesville, Georgia, 5 feet, 11 inches, 218 pounds, a WWE champion, United States champion, Raw Tag Team champion. The Phenomenal One led Team Raw to a clean sweep victory against Team SmackDown at Survivor Series 2020. Again, like I said, there's not too much to this figure, in my opinion. But when you gotta build Rick Rude, you gotta get them all. So here's Rick Rude's torso. We will build that at the end. Gotta pop out AJ's hands. Pop this back in. His hands are taped together for some reason. I don't know if that was necessary for the packaging. So, he's got his AJ Styles Phenomenal One armband, his signature gloves, as always, long hair, head scan, the Raw t-shirt, the red and black, the standard, P1 on one side, Phenomenal One on the boots. You got the Raw on the side, which I guess is unique for this one. And he's got the C right there for Captain. Raw on the elbow pad, which is unique. I did not notice that at first. You take this off, it's a typical AJ, right? He's got his AJ on the ribs with his kids' birth dates. I mean, I love AJ Styles. Phenomenal performer, no pun intended. There's a reason he's the Phenomenal One, right? However, I don't think that his Mattel figures are that exciting. And I guess it's because they're kind of all the same to me. Just slightly different color schemes. I mean, there's some of them blend together. Like, I feel like I have plenty of red and black AJs, so it's hard for me to get excited about this. But I do love the hands that you're able to put the AJ P1 hands together like that. They nail his head scan every single time, though. I will say that. And sticking to the red format, we're gonna get right into the man Becky Lynch. From Dublin, Ireland, 5 feet 6 inches. Her finisher is the manhandle slam. She was the Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion. Big Time Bex gave Team Raw their first win at Survivor Series 2021 after manhandling SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. And there she is on the cover on the side. And there's a nice picture of her holding the belt on the back. I'm a big Becky Lynch fan. Always was. When everybody was going crazy over Sasha Banks, I was, and Charlotte Flair, I was like, what about Bex? Take out the Rick Rude arms. Take out Becky's fists. Take Becky, ooh, super light figure. I mean, I know the women's figures are always lighter, but it's really light. So let's look at it. All red top, you know, there's no really defining deco on it that, you know, shows anything. It's a typical women's torso. She's got the, see, typical women's. I love the hair color on this one. I think they nailed it perfectly. Sometimes it's slightly off. Great head scan, the long hair. She's got the fishnets on her thighs. On the knee pads, these are unique. They're the pointed knee pads for what she was wearing at Survivor Series, which is really cool. And on the back, you can see the black behind them. So that's a great attention to detail. They could have just left them all red. And she's got the red kick pads and the red boots, but on the bottom, they're like orange to match her hair. So it's like orange on the top, orange on the bottom, and everything in between is red. Very, very nice figure. The head scan is great. You can see the braids in the hair, great detailing and sculpting. The parts there. Very nice for Beck. Now, I will say that when you get these Build-A-Figure sets, they're not the most toyetic versions of that person because, again, you are getting 5 figures for the price of 4. So there are cuts made in certain places. Next up, we have Drew McIntyre, and this is a young Drew, which I love. From Ayr, Scotland, 6 feet 5 inches, 19 stones. It says his career highlights are WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and Raw Tag Team Champion. Handpicked by Mr. McMahon as a future WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre stood victorious at Survivor Series 2009. I think I said SummerSlam on the last one. I misspoke, but it's Survivor Series. Obviously, it's a Survivor Series set. Young Drew, and there he is. Babyface Drew. He's a little bit smaller, which is one of my biggest critiques with this figure, and we will talk about it as soon as I open it up. It's no secret that when Drew McIntyre came back, or actually when Drew McIntyre was released, and, you know, he made his way on the independents and made a good name for himself as Drew Galloway. It's no surprise and no secret that he definitely bulked up since his 3MB days, right? Well, prior to his release, he was always a large man, right? Very, very tall, good shape, good build, good physique, nice look. One hand is really stuck in there. He had a great look, always did. However, man, Drew was really in there for the biggest figure in the set. He was really in there. However, his arms were not as large as this figure makes them look. I think that this was a little bit too large of arms for him. However, this figure is basically a re-release in some sets. In some cases, the gear on this was on one of his previous elites with the Intercontinental Championship. However, he does come with his entrance garb, which I think is really nice. And there's a little rubber band down here, which I'm going to keep to hold it close because I think it looks better that way. It's got the blue crosses on the knee pads and on the trunks. It's a very thick, soft goods jacket, actually, like much thicker than I'm used to with Mattel's. I think his arms are a little bit too big, personally. Double jointed, though, looks really good on this figure. I do have the original, and this would definitely replace. I think this is going on display for me. He's tall, taller than AJ, as he should be. And it's a great look. It's a great head scan. I don't think they used this head scan before for Drew McIntyre. Could be wrong, but I know this isn't on my other elite. But yeah, again, not too much to say. These aren't like extremely toyetic figures because, again, you're getting 5 figures for the price of 4. But it's nice. I mean, I don't know when else we would get a flashback Drew McIntyre. It's kind of cool that he's at a point in his career where he can get a flashback like this. And man, how good was his original theme song? I wish I'd bring that back. I know they did for a split second, but... And next up, my favorite of the set that I'm excited to look at, and even this as a warrior, It's not the most detailed because, again, you're getting 5 figures for the price of 4. There he is on the front, Ultimate Warrior on the side. It says, from parts unknown, 6 feet 2 inches, 280 pounds, WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion. Once WrestleMania opponents, Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan teamed to become the sole survivors of Survivor Series 1990. So this is a 1990 figure. On the back, it has a picture of him running to the ring in this gear, except he has the white WWF Championship. Very, very upset that they did not include that with this figure. It was a perfect opportunity to have that in the line. It should be with this figure. Very, very disappointing. I know it's an easy fix, easy to make, blah, 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 blah. I like having them official, so I really, really wish that they included that. Missed opportunity for Mattel. So hopefully they make it up along the way, down the line. But, I mean, are they going to re-release this figure? I really hope not. Plenty of other Ultimate Warrior figures that we could think of. And the cool thing about this one is that, I mean, it comes with the Rick Rude heads, which I feel like this is the worst figure for it to come with because it's the figure that the majority of people I feel like are going to be grabbing. It in my area, it's been the hardest figure to find. Everybody wants the Warrior, you know? You always do. Everybody always wants the Warrior. Who doesn't love some Warrior figs, right? And he comes with that head that was included on Hall of Champions that I actually don't have, believe it or not. And he has the movable tassels that can move up when he puts his hands up or down when his arms are down. Very, very cool. He's jacked as all hell. Looks great, as the Warrior should. He's got all the colors in his gear. This is the most toyetic of the entire set, and even so, like I said, it's very, very light on deco. Man, this looks great. This is my first time having this head, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Looks just like him. The mouth open, the teeth. Look at that silver. He's got the white with all the different color Warrior logos. On the side, he's got the tassels, the long tassels on his arms that hang all the way down to his wrists. And like I said, you can rotate them even on the knee pads, which I think is excellent. Such innovative stuff. So many colors in this. It's beautiful. I think I have to put this on display. He's got the only survivor on the back, the silver boots. This is a great looking figure. This is the figure of the set, number 1. And I will rank them at the end, my favorites, but this is definitely number 1. So look, what I was talking about is he puts his arms up, I can rotate these down because in reality, that's where they would go, the streamers on them and such, but like that. Turn it this way a little bit. And there they're hanging down. Man, that's such a nice touch. It goes such a long way doing something like that. Bravo, Mattel. Very, very cool. And last but not least, we have Rick Rude. He comes with the briefcase, which when you open it, there's nothing in it. It's the same briefcase that came with IRS. And I always suck at putting these Build-A-Figures together. So I'm going to try and get it right this time. There is a certain way to do this. And then turn it. There we go. I finally learned. And then this. Go. I love suited figures. I've said it 1,000 times. Anytime there's somebody in a suit, I have to have it. Even if I have tons of that figure. I have a ton of Rick Rudes, but I don't have Rick Rude in a suit. So I do think that this briefcase is way too small. I've said it for a long time, but I think it should be slightly bigger. There's Rick Rude, and he comes with 2 heads, all right? We have mustache Rick Rude, and we have the bearded Rick Rude. I'm going to put the bearded Rick Rude on there. These are not the same head scan, or are they the same head scan? I'm trying to see. They are very, very close. It's very difficult to tell. No, they're different. Completely different. Completely different. Very cool, though. I would say that The Survivor Series one, I believe, is with the beard. And I don't have any bearded Rick Rude, so that's the one I'm using. And I think the mustache is like 97 Rick Rude with the with WCW. So there he is. He's got that like maroon tie, the black, all black, silver suitcase, and look at that head, man. So cool. All right, so let's rate these figures. For me, it's gotta be, obviously number one is the Ultimate Warrior. Number two is Rick Rude. I think you guys saw that coming. Number three is a toss-up. And I'm gonna have to go with Drew McIntyre. Number three is Drew McIntyre for me. I love that cloth goods. It's super heavy duty. I can't believe how thick that coat is. Number four is Becky Lynch, and I'm sure you can figure out the number five because I was not a big fan of it. It's just another AJ Styles. Not that it's bad, it's just not anything spectacular, is AJ Styles. So, yeah. Comment below, let me know your rankings on these and which figures you're going to pick up. And if you are, head over to ringsidecollectibles.com. Use code FIGHEEL at checkout to save 10%. And they got a sale going on right now. You could get these figures for pretty cheap. So go over there and get them now. Head over to whatheel.com, join Whatnot, and get $15 towards your first purchase. Pick up the Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist, available now on Amazon.com, and go to ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel for all your merchandise needs. I'm going to be at WrestleCade this weekend. We got some reveals coming, so stay tuned to the channel, and we will see you soon. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Don't forget to like, comment, and smash that subscribe button. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeel's Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist, a 500-plus page guide to over 50 years of wrestling figure collecting, featuring over 2,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands in wrestling history. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, as well as mint on card and loose value. With a foreword by professional wrestler Matt Cardona and shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Check out my official sponsor, Whatnot, by clicking the link in the description to join and save $10 on your first purchase.